Hello, everyone. Time for this week's reading. So let's soak in that energy, what everybody needs for this week. Come through, and we seal the session in the white light of God's love. There we go. And so it is, yes, this week I got an interesting choice of cards, or should I say card. I was drawn to this deck here, Earth Warriors, and only one card for you this week. So we'll see what it has to say. Shuffle now. What is it like to come through? What do they need? Oh, sticking out right there. All right, guys. We have Kenyani or Canini. In each other we find ourselves. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'll read all about this. Okay, and because it's just a one card today, they're saying read the whole thing. There is a spiritual purpose that only you can fulfill. As you move forward on your journey, you create space for others to move along behind you. And as the ones ahead of you move forward, so too does room open up for your expansion. Upon this earth, we are all building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our tasks as we assist and support each other in our collective divine mission. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? How can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing for our earth. And wow is just this beautiful, because this is where, I know I'm personally at right now. And with all that I'm bringing forward and working on, that's actually focused on heart center, but helping you to realize what yours is. So that's actually what I'm working on now, is exactly this. So isn't this awesome? Yes, all these questions that were just asked, what we each have a task, and what is yours? How can you live joyfully, bring other people pleasure, give and receive deeply with devotion? Because we need you, and what I'm working on now is helping you to find what that is. So, very good. Okay. So, for spiritual guidance, the first peoples of Australia recognize sacred connectedness between the spiritual and the earthly, and the bond that exists between all beings. They refer to this as Kanini. In South Africa, the concept of Ubuntu describes a universal bond connecting all of humanity. Ubuntu and Kanini honor the understanding that the individual grows and develops, flourishes, and expresses purpose and meaning in connection with the greater guiding purpose of the collective. To honor Kanini, to honor Ubuntu, means to honor ourselves and each other as we seek out and fulfill our purpose for the greatest good. Our purpose is what brings our being to life, what we feel we must naturally do. Naturally do. There is loving and healing genius in the divine design and in the fulfillment of our authentic spiritual destiny. So are all beings assisted in the fulfillment of their destiny too. You are assisted. There are times when the spiritual path requires separation from a collective and the consciousness it holds. We may feel an internal disconnection from society during such phases as we sift through the societal conditioning, casting aside that which does not strike us as truth and seeking alternative views. Yes. As we distill our consciousness, we discover a new way to be. Then, when it is time, we naturally seek to live and share this internal truth with others. Beautiful. We reach out to our tribe or discover new tribes, integrating into the social fold with our precious offering of rarefied awareness. We realize that conflict with societal values serves a purpose. It helps us clarify our own consciousness, so we growing stronger spiritually, psychologically, and emotionally. Our offering to our communities can then become a nominous alchemical wisdom. A person in alignment with Kanyini becomes a conduit for the intelligence of life itself. That's what I'm here for you. Their personal journey has a transpersonal effect. They become sacred activists at a deep level of being. Through their presence, things happen. They become a natural catalyst for healing transformation. A human enriched with Ubuntu is open to others, encouraging of the good in other human beings. Yes, they are self-assured, knowing that they have an inviolable place and purpose in life. They understand that they can only gain from assisting others. So, the spiritual progress of another person and the sacred empowerment that comes from it is inspirational, rather than a source of jealousy or self-doubt. In the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, the principles of Kanyini and Ubuntu are found in the Bodhisattva vow, where great souls plunge themselves into sacred service for the spiritual liberation of all sentient beings. That is all of you. We are here for all of you. These teachings help us evolve from competition to the realization that the moment another is oppressed, denied, or diminished, suffering is released into the collective. The more sensitive we are spiritually, the more we recognize this, and the more motivated we become to serve the evolution of humanity for the benefit of all beings. Kanyini reminds us that we can't thrive as human being in isolation. Our humanity happens in connection with each other through our relationship to the earth and Great Spirit. Spirit wants this for each one of us. We are provided the grace to heal wounds and open our hearts. Open your heart so we can discover our belonging to each other and to the divine. And through this, an authentic and compelling sense of devotion to purpose that heals our world. So,